Hey guys, it's Cassidy. It's been a long time since I've made a video. I apologize. I got a promotion at work, and so I've been really busy. But I hope to start contributing again to the channel. It's really important to me to kind of build it into my life and also help whoever I can with my experiences. So this week's topic is organized sports. It's a topic that's really near and dear to my heart. I actually played Division I soccer in college, and I played as female, and I loved the sport of soccer. Soccer's always been my favorite sport. I played lots of different sports when I was little, but ended up being soccer all the time. I guess the biggest challenge that I faced with sports was during college, even though I was playing in the female team. I came out as lesbian my second half of my freshman year, and I went to school in the South. No, I'm not saying that there's some problem. Well, we all know there's some problems in the South, but I just figured, girl sports, not the first time you're gonna experience a lesbian. But actually, I ended up being required to see a counselor at the school. I had several comments made to me by my coach about not bringing my lifestyle onto the field when I had my girlfriend back then come watch a couple of home games. I was also only allowed to room with seniors on the team because the coach didn't want freshmen going home and telling their parents that they had roomed with a lesbian at an away game. And so I faced a lot of challenges during that time. I actually ended up only playing through my sophomore year. Just the comments became too much, and I ended up getting really burnt out. I love soccer, and I have always still had dreams about it, just missing it so much. And so after Arkansas, that's where I went to school. I lived in Philadelphia and did AmeriCorps there for 2 years, and I was just still having these dreams about missing soccer. And so I found out that they had a local gay soccer league, LGBT soccer league, the Philadelphia Falcons. And so I looked them up, and I probably would have started playing with them if I had stayed in Philadelphia longer, but I ended up moving to Kansas City, and I just didn't have time to play sports, and I didn't get a chance to look up any local things that were happening with that. I did ask around a little bit, but I just didn't find anything. So moving to Chicago, I was looking up, still continuing to look up places, and that's when I found the Chicago Metropolitan Sports Association, which Jack spoke about. I'm actually wearing my soccer shirt. So I got really excited, and my first sport was indoor soccer, and because I miss soccer so much. And indoor soccer is different from some of the other sports because they have a co-ed league, and so this is when I had actually been off hormones for a little bit, and I was playing in the co-ed league, and so I don't know if people knew how to read me. I think some of the girls read me as lesbians, and some of the guys didn't know how to read me. I actually also ended up playing in the competitive league, which is actually really competitive, so I wanted to play more for fun since I had been so burnt out from playing in college, and it just didn't end up being that great my first time playing. I felt burnt out again, and I just wasn't excited about it. But I wanted to give sports another chance, so I thought, oh, I'll try something else. And I was really hesitant at first to try all-male sports, just because I just wasn't confident in myself, or like if I was going to be horrible. I didn't want to be horrible, and I just didn't want to look bad with the other guys, so I was questioning it, and then I had a friend who lives in Chicago, and he actually does cyclocross, and he was doing the men's cyclocross, and I went and watched the race, and it kind of made me feel like it would be okay, and so I decided to take a chance, and I signed up for spring football. Spring football is taken a little less serious than fall football, I guess, just because it's not happening during regular football season. I'm not really sure. So there are less teams, and there's only 2 divisions. There's a competitive and rec league, so I signed up for the rec league. The rec league, I loved football. I loved it so much. Now, I did sign up for a new team, and we didn't win any games. That's how much I loved it. We weren't winning games, but I was having a lot of fun. It was kind of like an interesting dynamic, because I was still trying to, figure out. I had been on T again, so I was just trying to figure out, like, how do I, have that conversation with my teammates that I'm trans. And so my first team, I ended up just kind of, like, whispering it to the captain, because he said something to me about how, he was asking me if I had a boyfriend, because a lot of the guys would ask him, and I was like, well, I have a partner, and she's female. And he was like, oh. And I was like, I'm trans. And he was like, okay. But I feel like because I kind of told just him, he felt like it was a big secret, and so it was a little awkward on the team, even though I had tons of fun. So kind of learning from that experience, I decided, my next team, I would just tell them, because it would be easier. And so I signed up for fall football. My spring football team wasn't playing in the fall, so I got put on another team, people I had never met before, and I kind of got, like, the captain and I became pretty good friends, and he was giving me rides, and he was asking me, because I kept talking about my partner, and he was like, so what does your boyfriend do? And I was like, oh, my partner's female, and she works for this organization. And he was like, oh, so you're straight. And I don't identify as straight. I identify as the queer side. It feels weird to say we're a straight couple to us. So I was like, not really. I don't know. And in the past, it's kind of been like a conversation killer. Like I said, when I kind of whispered it to my other captain, I think he thought it was a big secret. But I'm very open about it. I'll answer any questions or anything. And so my new captain, he was really great. He actually asked me questions. It was a really good experience. And then one day at at one of our practices, somebody on the team asked if there was any straight guys on our team, because something that's really awesome about Chicago Metropolitan Sports Association is there are tons of straight guys. So many straight guys that play in the LGBT leagues. I think it's awesome that they're allies and they want to participate and they don't see anybody any different. So our captain, he was kind of like, we have one guy that's kind of coming out, and then he just kind of left it like that. And I said, this was my opportunity, so I was like, I don't really consider myself straight, but I have a girlfriend. I'm trans. And everybody was just kind of like, oh. And I'm like, oh. So it wasn't a big deal. And actually, I love my football team. My football guys are awesome. They're hilarious. They always engage me. They always ask me questions. They always say hi to my girlfriend when she comes and watches the game. They're awesome. I love my football team. This video is getting kind of long. Anyways, so in the end, it's been a really awesome experience playing for Chicago Metropolitan Sports Association. They have a policy where anybody that is trans that wants to participate, they can participate in any sport that they want to, except for if they're on hormones, then they have to participate in the gender that they're taking hormone therapy to be in. And so it's interesting because a lot of the sports, some of the sports have men leagues, women leagues, and then some of them have co-ed leagues. So I actually wrote down all the sports that they offer. So they have badminton. Get to it, all you hardcore badminton players. Basketball, dodgeball, flag football, kickball, soccer, tennis, and volleyball. And it's kind of funny because all the guys that play in my football league, I went and watched one of them in a softball tournament, and it's like you see the same guys playing in all the different leagues, and so you know somebody wherever you go. It's pretty awesome, actually, and I feel like I have a really good support system in that league, so it's been really good. Oh, I think I had, so Chicago Metropolitan Sports Association, really quick, they have a membership dues, which is only $20 for the year, pretty cheap. They also have a registration fee depending on what sport you're registering for. So with soccer, they usually have an early fee and then a late fee. With soccer, I think I've ended up being late the past couple seasons, so my fee was like $80, but it's so that they can pay for the field. So we use the indoor field at Center on Halstead, which is really nice. And then they also give you your jerseys. So it's almost like, when you're a little kid playing in league and everybody has the same jersey, it's just a different color. That's it. We didn't even really have a name. We were the black team, Rex 3. I don't know. Anyways, it was lots of fun. Second place. That's right. Alright. Oh, I did want to also mention there is a National Gay Flag Football League. And you can go on their website. I'll put it down below, which lists all the cities that have a gay flag football league. And so I've looked up different cities. There's a lot, actually, of cities that have it, not just in big cities. And Chicago just hosted Pride Bowl this year. So it was really cool. All different cities came to Chicago, and they played each other. There was different leagues. I didn't get to play, but I hope to sometime soon. Let's see. Oh, I did also want to mention that with my flag football, like, you know, I do get a little nervous because I haven't had top surgery, and so, you know, when they do like the checking into your chest, I just bind hard, probably more than I should, but because I'm afraid, but I have like a small chest anyways, but that's really the biggest concern that I have. I mean, there's nothing to grab. I haven't had any kind of grabbing instances, but I've heard of them. I don't know. Then the other thing I wanted to talk about is, oh, I did want to mention gay games. So there's actually a gay Olympics. This year it's 2014 in Cleveland. They have a gender policy, and just kind of reviewing it really quickly, it seemed pretty good. I'm going to reread it, but it sounded pretty good from what I read. So, but then they also said it's kind of sport by sport. So I'll have to take a look at that again. And then, oh, so one more thing I just wanted to talk about, which has kind of been an interesting thing for me. Like, I've been trying to, you know, because I grew up playing sports as a female, so I know what kind of gear is necessary. But when it comes to male sports, I feel like they have some extra gear, protective gear. And so sometimes I'm like, I mean, I don't play a sport that necessarily needs protective gear, but when I went to my friend's softball game, I saw, I mean, they're all wearing cups. And so I'm like, if I ever played softball, which I want to in the future, would I need to, I mean, there's nothing there to protect, but does it look weird if I'm not protecting something? What do you guys think? I don't know. Would you wear a cup if you're playing in male sports? Do we do that? I don't know. Oh my gosh, this video is so long. Anything else to say? I can't think of anything else. If you have any questions about sports, feel free to comment below. And if I think of anything, I'll add it below there. So that's all I got. It's good to see you guys again. Yeah, good night.